Hi, it's been a while that I haven't posted a video here, and I'm really sorry about that. It's been a rough beginning of the year actually. Well, to be honest, I did have a video ready to post a few days ago, but then what happened was I just didn't. I had edited already pretty much all the video, and then I just watched the video and I said, I don't like it. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think there's a story that I would like to deliver here. I don't think my point is actually being well made. So I turned on the camera, not really knowing what I want to talk about, but then a situation happened to me this week, and then I actually knew exactly what I was going to talk about as soon as I turned the camera on. I had a massive plan for myself in 2020. I mean, I have a massive plan for myself. It's still the middle of the first month of the new decade. But then what happened was this week I wasn't productive at all. I wanted to post YouTube videos. I wanted to work. I had some other external stuff that I had to do. And in the end, I didn't get much done. That's the truth. So I started thinking to myself, maybe I'm taking too much on my plate. Maybe I have to give up on something. And they actually affected me quite a bit a couple of days ago. I was just thinking about that. I was thinking like, what if I'm taking on too much? How do I know that if I'm taking on too much? Because it's good when we're being productive and we're managing our time very well. But how do we actually know that we're taking on too much and everything we're doing, we could be doing better and we're just not because we're doing so much stuff? I actually thought to myself to the point that I think I'm gonna have to stop making YouTube videos. That's what I thought. And it was a thought that made me very sad because I would like to think that I'm contributing something to someone out there. And not only that, I actually like the process of making YouTube videos. I like the brainstorm. I like getting the camera. I like going out with the camera. I like talking about all the stuff that I talk about. But then after I got very sad and everything, you just start thinking, I said, if this channel does make me happy and, even though I'm trying to take on too much, if this one things make me really happy to do this work, why would I stop? There's no reason why I should stop that. Even though I'm taking on too much, even though I could be doing everything I do better, I still want to do this. I still want to go through the process. I still want to go through the grinding. I still want to wake up early and go to sleep late because I don't have enough time to put into this channel, but I still want to do this because it's awesome, because I don't do it because I want to be famous. I don't do it because of any numbers. I do it because I like going through the process, because it's my own thing. Okay, so now that I said everything here, I want to say what's the purpose of this video. I want to talk about goals, because now we're approaching the end of January and we're approaching a time when people start giving up on their goals. You start giving up on whatever you had planned for yourself for the year, for the decade, for the next 3-6 months. And if you're thinking about that, or if you are motivated with your goals for whatever reason, because you don't have enough time, or because you simply can't get things done, or because you can't get it because you do too much in your job, it is a good time to access your goals, even though we're just in the middle of January. Because in this first week that I had kind of, back to work, this week when I was thinking about giving up on something because I want to do the other things that I have better, I just thought to myself, why would I do this? I don't have to simply give up. I can just access these goals. I can try to make something different. I can try to work out a new schedule. I'm going really hard on work. I'm going really hard on gym. I'm going really hard on another idea that I've had a few months ago. So I'm really trying to develop that as well. And plus the YouTube channel, it might be a bit too much. And when I thought about giving up on my YouTube, I thought, no, I'm not gonna do it. I can make less videos. I can make one video a month, but I'm not gonna stop because it brings me joy. So if I stop doing the things that make me joy in my life just to do the things that I have to do, my life is gonna suck. And I cannot allow that to happen. So where I want to get with this video is, don't allow this to happen to you. Because we have so many goals for a new year. We say this, we say that, and we actually have a massive plan. And then when life comes back, which is exactly why most people do give up on their goals and their dreams, when life actually hits and you realize that you don't have enough time because of work, because of your routine, because whatever reason, which you do have enough time, but that's a whole different story. When life comes back, we kind of think, I don't think this is gonna happen. I don't think I can do all these things that I promised because I already have too much on my plate. And then what happens? You give up. You don't think, I can reassess this. I can try to make it I can go slow. The big problem with our goals is, let's give a very, very easy example. If you put a goal for yourself in 2020, let's say you want to lose 10 kilos. Lose 10 kilos in 2020 is 0.8 kilos a month. But then because in the first month, you didn't lose 5 kilos, you give up. You think it's not going to happen. You think, work is just too busy, or I don't have time, or I have to do this and I have to do that, and I have this and I have my kid and I have to pay mortgage and I have to pay rent, or I have to do whatever. And then you give up. You don't reassess the things you have to do. You don't try and make them work for you. You don't try to make them work with your routine. I get how this works because we have a plan and we want to see it working straight away. We want to see it making immediate effect. But the thing is, it doesn't make immediate effect. It doesn't. And that's exactly why most people do give up on their own dreams and their own goals and the things that they have to do, because they don't see any difference within 2 weeks, within a month. And that's exactly also why all these big things, that's exactly why losing weight, that's exactly why having a successful YouTube channel is owning a successful business. It's so rewarding, and at the same time, it's not that many people who do it, because the beginning is always gonna be the worst part. The beginning is always gonna be you doing just so much and you don't see anything. You're doing so much and you don't see anything. You need to believe. You need to believe that something is actually happening. Something is happening. When you're working that hard, something that's gonna reward you is gonna come. If you actually put in the work, the reward is going to come. You have to believe that. Because if you don't believe it and then you give up, then what happens? You say it's not possible. And then when your friend is telling you about their dreams and their goals and their ideas, you tell them it's bullshit. It doesn't work. But it didn't work for you because you wanted to go too quick. You wanted to go too quick. For whatever reason, you didn't see results in 1 week, in 1 month, in the first 6 months, and then you gave up, and then you tell your friends that it's bullshit. You can make things happen. You can make your dreams come true. Your goals can be achieved. So whatever your plans are for 2020 and you're already trying to give up, don't give up. Reassess it. Okay, let's say if you're working a 9-to-5 job, or if you work, whatever you do, and you have these goals and you're just too busy with everything else to accomplish these goals, don't give up on them. How can you work from now to the end of the year so that you can make this goal happen? Or if you don't make this goal happen, make 80% of it happen, maybe 50%, 60%, but don't give up. The worst thing you can do with your life is giving up. And it's not only about one goal. It's not because you didn't lose weight. It's not because you didn't take a trip that you wanted to take for 3 years that you didn't take this next year that you have to give up. Because giving up is a mindset. It's kind of like cheating on your diet. You're going to say it's only once, and you have a candy and then you have a chocolate. But the problem isn't the actual candy or the actual chocolate. The problem is that your mind associates that you quit, you gave up, and it's going to happen again and again and again. That is exactly why so many people that are quitters say, just once. This is the last time. This is the last one. This is the last one. But it's not. You see, it's not. So train your mind so that you don't give up, but instead reassess your goals. Don't work yourself. There's just so much things that we can accomplish and we don't even know because we give up. Simply because we give up. I didn't want to post this video, and like this week I almost gave up on my channel. But it brings me joy. It brings me happiness to do this. It brings me happiness to go through the process. So whatever you have for 2020, whatever you have planned for these 6 months, for this decade, don't give up on it. And if you already have, bring it back. And if you're already losing hope, don't lose hope. Reassess it. Think about it again. But never, please never give up. I heard a sentence from Tony Robbins, and he said once that most people, they want to overachieve in 1 year, and they want to underachieve in a decade. They think that in 1 year they can change the whole life around, but then in 1 decade, nothing is going to happen. And that made me think it's actually quite true, because last year I had massive goals for myself and then they didn't happen. And then you start losing focus, you start losing hope. But then I'm like, wow, I'm young, I have time. Think more about the long run. Think about your goals in the long run. Don't think only about this year, but think about everything. So instead of trying to overachieve this year, make real goals for yourself. Think about real goals, achievable goals, so that you don't become, stressed. So instead of trying to overachieve in 1 year, achieve whatever you have to achieve in 1 decade. And trust me, if you think about it this way, 10 years from now, your life is gonna be fucking amazing. You're gonna be so happy with yourself. Thank you so much.